And I think this is a great worry for Harry and Meghan because looks to me as though they lead a very expensive lifestyle, and that needs to be financed by a lot of money coming in the whole time.
When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle dramatically exited the royal stage in 2020, they promised a new era, one of independence, inspiration, and storytelling with soul. Netflix handed them a $100 million megaphone. The world waited. But 5 years later, that promise lies in pieces. What was supposed to be a beacon of change has become a punchline, a masterclass in PR failure, unfulfilled potential, and narcissistic branding gone wild. Let's be honest. At first, we wanted to believe. They had charm, trauma, and a platform. But today, that platform is cracking under the weight of contradictions. The privacy advocates who partnered with Spotify and Netflix to overshare every text and tier. The public servants who swapped duty for designer jam and curated Instagram filters.
Good. It would have been more effective had she not given that awful Oprah Winfrey interview some years ago, in which she was so incredibly vindictive. So, which is the real Meghan Markle?
The downfall started with the Netflix docuseries, their big debut. But instead of an inspiring chronicle of growth, it played like a 6-episode therapy session set to soft piano music. Harry and Meghan were the stars, the victims, and the narrators, accusing the monarchy, the press, and their own families of cruelty, racism, and neglect.
Now, she's very successful at getting people to take an interest in every single thing she does, but there do seem to be an awful lot of them, and nothing ever seems to follow through.
But viewers weren't buying it. Fact-checkers had a field day. Inconsistencies piled up. Sympathy soured into skepticism. Meanwhile, back in Britain, Prince William and Princess Kate were working, quietly, consistently, dutifully. And that contrast? Devastating. After the docuseries came flop after flop. Live to Lead, a Mandela-inspired documentary, ignored. Heart of Invictus? Noble, but barely noticed. A glossy polo documentary? Tone-deaf rich people cosplay. And now, Meghan's lifestyle brand, as ever. Homemade jam, floral fonts, a rosé no one asked for. She called it relatable. Critics called it artificial. And let's not forget the photo ops. Wildfire zones, mass shooting memorials, staged like Vogue spreads. Even celebrities rolled their eyes. Worse, behind-the-scenes chaos, staff quitting, Spotify walking, Netflix not renewing. Her show With Love, Meghan, pitched as cozy and healing, turned out dull, overproduced, and empty. An influencer aesthetic with no soul behind the soft lighting.
She is using them as part of her marketing campaign.
And here's the kicker. They didn't just fall. They wasted what could have been. With global goodwill, millions in funding, and the media at their feet, they chose grievance over growth, ego over empathy. And now, the world has moved on. At this point, the narrative is tired, the brand is broken, and the public has tuned out. Their Netflix fairy tale has ended, not with a bang, but a whimper of jam jars and Instagram quotes. They left the palace to find purpose, but 5 years later, the only thing they've truly found is irrelevance.
Yesterday's cold-pressed green juice, and the evidence just keeps adding up. No tags, no texts, no tulips, just cold, calculated silence. And now, Tyler Perry, the billionaire BFF who once gave her the Hollywood golden parachute, is facing serious allegations. So is Meghan about to ghost another one of her forever friends? Once upon a paparazzi flash, Meghan and Jessica were the toast of two nations, the Duchess and her Canadian couture confidant. From royal fittings to lavish getaways, they weren't just friends, they were fashion soulmates. Jess was the woman behind the tiara. She wasn't just steaming hems, she was soothing nerves. They shared more than secrets. They shared strategy. Until, suddenly, they didn't.
She almost pretended to her. She gaslit into thinking everything's going to be fine. She sent her some flowers. She sent her a card. But I always knew, Angela, there was no return. Meghan Markle had decided to ghost Jessica Mulroney.
Things started unraveling quietly. A missed post here, a subtle unfollow there, and then silence. No birthday wishes, no more my person captions, just recycled affirmations and cryptic quotes on Jessica's Instagram like, you lose love, you lose friends, you lose pieces of yourself. Honey, we got the message. Behind closed doors, the word was, Meghan was distancing herself after a racial insensitivity scandal blew up around Jessica. Never mind the context, never mind the friendship. They were done, clean cut, surgically removed. All that remained was a wilted bouquet and a thank you note signed MM.
Jess's professional opportunities have been reduced to selling subscriber-only content to her Instagram followers.
Post Meghan, Jessica's brand took a swift tumble from TV glam to #ad life. No more red carpets, no more reality deals, just subscriber-only content and soft-focus motherhood mantras. The influencers unfollowed, the brand partners ghosted. Once a trusted voice in fashion, she's now clinging to nostalgia-laced charity galas and maybe not reality show teasers. And Meghan? Well, let's not forget, Jess was completely erased from the glossy 6-part Netflix docuseries. No B-roll, no mention, nada. It's as if she never existed. If that isn't reputation obliteration in the House of Sussex, I don't know what is.
But it's all about what she feels about everyone, and you're wiped out totally, quickly, instantly, because you mean nothing anymore.
But Meghan doesn't just walk away. She trades up. Enter Tyler Perry, billionaire, mogul, private jet provider, emergency LA hideaway host. He wasn't just a friend, he was the plan B that got them out of Frogmore. But now he's under fire. Accusations, lawsuits, headlines. So, will Meghan hit archive on Tyler too? Because when loyalty clashes with optics, our Duchess of Curation tends to go with the algorithm. And let's be real, Tyler Perry's utility has an expiration date, especially when it threatens to ruin the #archetypes. Public sentiment? Oh, it's shifted. The fans are jaded, the memes are biting, and the press? They've stopped asking, is Meghan okay? And started wondering, who's next? Her friend count is dwindling faster than her Spotify ranking. Even former allies in the media have gone quiet. No more A-list gushing, no more trailblazing couple headlines. When the Hollywood Reporter starts questioning your inner circle, it's not gossip, it's a signal. Meghan's once pristine narrative is showing wear and tear, and people are catching on. Let's talk money. And baby, it's not giving billionaire. Spotify pulled the plug. Netflix's patience is thin. Archwell is hemorrhaging goodwill. They've let go of staff, PR firms, nannies, and let's not forget the Montecito Mansion's price tag. That mortgage doesn't pay itself in vibes and vision boards. Being a brand without brand partners, not so fun, especially when you've made a career of burning bridges, not building them. Meghan and Harry have expensive taste, but at some point, the taste starts costing more than the label's worth. To Manhattan say Meghan's in full panic mode, and the proof? She's allegedly begging for a seat at The View. And when I say begging, I mean clutching the hem of Whoopi Goldberg's metaphorical skirt and praying for a segment on Hot Topics. The desperation is no longer whispered, it's screaming through glossy email campaigns and failed rosé restocks.
Please make the desperate, delusional PR push end.
By mid-2023, things were already wobbling. I was among the first to say it. Netflix wanted out. And sure enough, the warning signs started blinking like a paparazzi camera outside Nobu, Malibu. Insiders, credible ones like Rob Shooter, said Meghan was hustling for new bigs, pitching docuseries, lifestyle shows, daytime talk, and even The View. The verdict from Hollywood? Raised eyebrows. Because when you're floating talk show appearances next to Whoopi while your husband is focused on fatherhood and charity work, it's clear you're not in the power couple lane anymore. You're in the scramble for relevance.
They had one success with Netflix and a bunch of flops. As ever is a joke, and there is no strategy to be seen anywhere.
Let's talk receipts. After that reality show splash, nothing Meghan touched hit big. Pearl got scrapped, Heart of Invictus, 500,000 global viewers. Her lifestyle series, With Love Meghan, ranked 383rd in Netflix's What We Watched list. That's just barely making the top 5%, and only because most Netflix content has the shelf life of a fruit fly. The relaunch of As Ever, an email blast with pseudo-intellectual ramblings, generic affirmations, and wine. One user nailed it. You can't build a brand when you never offer the same product twice. And while the Daily Mail pushes this fantasy of a new gold mine, we know better. The Obamas had a similar soft landing, a first-look deal after their partnership fizzled. That's not triumph. That's damage control with soft lighting.
Netflix got the reality show. There has been no hit since then. None of the deals that Meghan claimed were on the slate were ever announced.
So what's next for the Duchess of Desperation? Apparently, talk shows, rosé, and maybe Thanksgiving-themed lifestyle specials. Multiple sources say a new first-look deal is coming, not a continuation of the original mega deal, but a gentler, face-saving handshake from Ted Sarandos, who remains a huge fan. The question is, fan of what exactly? Even As Ever, which she's relaunching like a pop star clinging to her sophomore album, is reportedly not a Netflix priority. And yet, the spin continues that Meghan's wine brand is the it drink of the summer. Girl, please. The memes are drinking it more than the public is. Let's talk public image, or lack thereof. Royal News Network called it, "Please make the desperate, delusional PR push end." That's the vibe now. People aren't clapping, they're cringing. Remember the Spotify breakup and the infamous grifters tag? That wasn't a slip, it was a siren. And now the Netflix PR machine is cranking out bizarre spin like Meghan's new gold mine. Honestly, the propaganda is so thick, you'd think someone in Montecito is hand-feeding lines to the tabloids. And yet, former allies stay quiet. The Daily Mail is now pushing PR. Meanwhile, no one in the top-tier royal reporting game wants to touch this. That silence? Screaming. Now let's get fiscal. Running Archewell reportedly costs $3 million a year. That's just the team, not the security, not the upkeep on the Montecito mansion, and definitely not the cost of botched brand launches. The rosé business? All over the place. The timeline's inconsistent, you couldn't buy the 2023 bottle anymore, and suddenly, boom, the 2024 blend is your new favorite accessory for alfresco lunches. Yes, really, that's a quote. But when your brand's entire strategy hinges on a seasonal wine drop that you can't consistently deliver, it's not lifestyle luxury, it's liquid panic.